Hello all, and welcome back to the Walrus Plays Stardew Valley. We're back after a little while. I will freely admit it's been far too long. And today, we have a challenge. I'm going to see how far down in the Skull Caves I can go in a single day. So, I spent yesterday preparing, so I've got 200 mega bombs, I've got 30 sashimi, I've got 2 magic rock, 10 ginger ale, and I've also got some lucky lunch as well. So, we've got plenty of opportunity. Now, I'm going to quickly grab what I can... I was hoping for the bomb resistance, but c'est la vie. Let's go. Now, I do have on, as you might be able to see, the my magic quiver, my best one that I physically got, because this one is going to help me get further down. Now, of course, my plan is to try and get down as fast as possible. What I really should have done would have been eaten the rock candy and drunk the ginger beer before I came down to the first level. But that's fine. We will get on with that and keep on going. So we're not really hunting for gubbins. We are just going for speed and depth. So we're on floor 2 already. And we've still only just gotten to 7 AM. So we've still plenty of time. You should probably put a bomb down and move out of the way. Oh, there's the way down. That's fine. Thankfully, the arrows are pelting through the terrain, which does make it a bit easier. Oh, got more serpents. Go away. Don't like you. Thankfully, the bombs are doing my work for me. There we go. Splat that. I was really hoping at least to get one passage down, but that's fine. I'll live. Oh, okay, there's a ladder. Yep, that's fine. Drop on through. Now, I've not really ever been very good at trying to do particularly timed runs or anything, so I thought when I woke up this morning I'd prepare myself ready to go and just get on down as far and as fast as physically possible. So we're currently... I mean, technically speaking, I should probably have waited to the Desert Festival to try this, because there are the benefits and boosts that you can get for doing it. Now, of course, I think the furthest I've ever got down in here is about floor 150-ish, which I think is quite reasonable. A decent speed so far, so we're doing okay. And the reason I've grabbed the sashimi is because I don't want to override the ability of the magic rock. But I do want to have the ability to heal myself, because I know I'm going to need to be able to do that at some point in this little silly timed run. Now, one of the other timed run sorts of things that I'm looking at is doing a slightly longer form sort of thing where I just try to see how fast I can get 1 million G, which if you are a slightly older viewer of my channel, there was a point when it was referred to that the G wasn't gold or groats or anything, it was guinea pigs. So we're going to try and get 1 million guinea pigs in-game. Okay, so we've got ourselves a golden mystery box, that's fine and dandy. Lovely. Okay, so we're just breaking 9 AM and we're on floor 16. So, let's see. But yeah, I thought it would be quite entertaining, especially since I've been playing a fair bit of Stardew with a good friend of mine, Lalian Cosplay, and she's been sort of just getting into Stardew, so every time she's got a little bit of time when she's free from her streaming and recording obligations, as she is a professional DM, it is... means that I have to try and wrangle when can I actually get time to play with her, which is, you know, that's what I want to do, because I really like playing games and I very much enjoy playing with my friends. Shocking horror, who would have guessed that? Okay, so I'm just going to quickly eat a little bit there to try and get some health back. So, there we go, down we go, and let's put a bomb down, and I'm going to get clipped by that. Oh, that was close. Get away from that one, that's fine, down we go again. Now, of course, the other sorts of things that I'm looking at doing with my Stardew Valley content is it's been a little while since I've done any longer form stuff. And I know that's not a great thing in the grand scheme of things. I've been horribly lax and I've been waning. I've been really driving through on the short form content, which I've been enjoying because it's allowed me to do it quickly. But I've got a little bit more coming. I've got some videos on the fruiting trees of Stardew Valley. And we've also got... What else have we got coming? Oh, yes. A little bit more on we've got the video on the raccoons, and other than the forageables that are coming. And the other thing that I'm kind of working on at the moment for the short form is a summary of each of the villagers and the stuff that they actually like and enjoy. And, you know, the fastest way to power level somebody's highest level of friendship, what season it's, you know, most feasible in. Because, for example, my lovely wife Hayley, she loves herself some daffodils. No, she doesn't. She loves sunflowers. I was thinking yellow flower. Chedoy. Yeah, so she loves herself some lovely sunflowers. So she was going to be, you know, she's a summer girly, if you want, like, the easy route of doing so. And considering she's not too difficult to make enamoured with you, I would say in that stage. However, she's not the easiest. I don't think she's one that you can easily get a date with in the first year. That's going to be another thing as well, is looking at some of the earliest dates you can take to balance. Because in my recent streamed gameplay live form stuff with La Leone, I think she and I went together because, you know, we were being antisocial. We were like, we live on the farm. And I hadn't actually anticipated how powerful having somebody else on your farm actually is. It's actually ridiculous. Because of how massive the benefits you have for having a second farmhouse that can also be upgraded. So I've built a shack on one of my farms, the one that I do on my short form stuff. Because yes, I'm a sad little man, and I have filled my inventory. Crikey, I have. Well, let's dispose of that. Yeah. So I've already. So I have a couple of farms that I do short form content on, because some of them I actually need a little bit more faffing. And that's the problem, because I'm doing all the short form stuff. It means that I've spent a lot of time dedicated to doing all of that. And I think I mean, I've been playing a lot of my daily runs, and I've been enjoying doing those, because it's going to get pretty sad, but I say always, 99% of the time, I will try. I should have made some staircases. I make any staircase I can. So I'm going to get rid of the clay. I'm going to build some staircases. Perfect. There we go. I'm going to move this as well in the inventory, because this needs to be on the top row. Let's move there. Yeah, so I've been doing a little bit of that. Where was I going with that? I've forgotten. I'm so good at this. Oh, another hole. Let's jump on down. So we're at about 120 now. And we are 59 floors down, so that's feeling pretty good about that. So we've got another way down. Not a passageway, though. It's a shame. Okay, there's another way down. Let's just walk on down that ladder. We've got lots more enemies to come. Go away. Bombs. Run away! I'm going to probably spend the next day churning through my ill-gotten gains. You know what? I'm just going to work my way down. I'm feeling lazy. Oh, yeah, chub frenzy. That's exactly what I need to be dealing with when I'm in a cave. Okay, so I'm going to eat a little bit more sushi. Sashimi, even more specifically. So there we go. Got a little bit more health back. So the reason I got that is, as I mentioned earlier, is because it doesn't override any of the augmentations or buffs that you have from your other food. Because if you eat a food stuff and it provides a buff of some description, ooh, an auto petter, that's kind of cool. I don't need slime really. Yeah, if it overrides your buff, if it has a buff, it overrides your previous buff and it gives you the most recent one, which is fair enough. Very annoying though, especially when you've got something as good as the magic rock candy, which of course I would personally assume you want that and not anything else, because yeah, why wouldn't you? Boom. Okay, so let's get down again. So we've still not yet hit floor 100, so I'm a little bit 8 levels, so that's better. Another way down, lovely. What have we got here? seed maker. Again, kind of nice. Little bit of useful loot. I don't need the sap, strictly speaking, I think. Yeah, I nearly put a bomb there. Okay. Let's run past here. This will be fine. Bang, bang. There we go. Enemies. I need enemies. Right, let's put a bomb there. Okay, I can see a ladder over there. Let's run straight to it. I'm not going to bomb. Enemies, we are just all about speed. Now, this is an unusual thing for me, because my completionist brain goes, but you need to make sure you mined every mineral deposit. And I find it difficult to overcome that. So it's forcing me to do something which is hilariously pushing me out of my comfort zone, which it's a bit of an interesting... Oh, perfect magic quiver. Is it better than mine? Let's have a look. I think that is. Magic tool is 1.2, 20. Yeah, that's way better. Oh, yeah. I've got an upgrade on magic. I didn't expect to actually get an upgrade on any of my trinkets or anything. So that's kind of cool. Now, this is the floor that was recently added with the 1.6 update. And so I've not seen it very commonly when I've run through on this. 13 levels. Oof, that hurt. Let's eat some more sashimi. Imagine carrying, like, fish into a desert mine like this. Like, I always get a little bit weirded out by the idea of going to Marks and Spencer's and picking up yeah, I know, this is where I'm going to sound proper bougie. So if you're from the UK, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Much more expensive, but I do quite like their sushi. It's quite nice. To be fair, for a takeaway sushi lunch sort of thing, because, okay, so running out of all of the buffs, so I'm going to have to quickly eat a bit of rock candy for the plethora of buffs. We're going to drink some ginger beer for some more luck. There we go. So we've run out of our magic rock candy, so I'm going to put the rock lucky lunch there now. But yes, my point was that, you know, if you know what I'm talking about from the UK, yeah, the lovely gubbins that is available in in Marks and Sparks is always like a little bit more pricey, but lovely. And that makes me sound so bougie, I know. But every now and again, I go, you know what? I've got an extra spare £20. I'll buy lunch. And I say that, but sometimes it's very, very easy to spend a silly amount of money on food because everything is really expensive. And yeah, as a man who has 2 jobs, so I can afford to, you know, live. Floor 100 got purple slime egg. Yeah, it can get a little bit silly, shall we say? If I was to go and buy lots of things. Oh, that's the way down. From MLS. Well, that was a really rambly, weird rant. I'm not even sure what I was going off on one about there. Right, let's mash that repeatedly. Put a bomb there. Put a bomb there. No, go down. That's really annoying. This is not the way I need to go. Faster, faster. Ooh, this is annoying. There's got to be a way down. If there's not a way down soon, I'm just going to go to the lab. There we go. Yeah, I think it's if there's a little bit of delay, I need to just use a ladder. Because I cannot risk it. I say risk it. Now, the thing is, I'm trying to get to, like, further than floor 150. I think that's my personal challenge, because that's the best I've ever done. I don't actually think it was fully 1 floor 50. It might even be 120. Again, it's so difficult to fight that urge to grab and mine everything. It is painfully difficult. Okay, I need some more sashimi. Right. Now, because I hate these floors specifically... Ladder. Okay, we're going to put a bomb there, and it's going to hurt, but... I was really hoping a way down would have turned up. Okay, so we're going to put that there. Smack that. Now, the thing is, of the rules that I'm currently using for this attempt run is no damage from slimes, because that's quite handy. And I'm also using a combined ring, which gives me a little bit of health whenever time I slay a monster. Of course, using the combined rings is something that you can get within Ginger Island, as that gives you the forge, which allows you to mash 2 rings together and turn them into something better. Essentially, you combine the 2 rings and you make something greater out of the sum of their parts. And it's weird for me to ignore a prismatic shard like that, I swear. At the same time, though, it's like I don't need it. Yes, so once you've got the ability to use the forge, and you've got the ability to make the not really portable one, but the mini forge that you can put on your farm, you've got quite a beefy bonus to yourself. And one of the things that I am quite pleased with is, of course, being able to buff my rings. That was really articulate, wasn't it? You know what? Let's get rid of the bone shards, because I know I've got quite a few of those. I'm going to build another couple of staircases. Here we go. But yeah, once you've got that ability to make an improvement on your rings, you can then meld the 2 together, which makes a really big difference. And the vampire ring, which is one of the rings that I've melded together with the slime charmer ring, makes it a lot easier for me to survive. Now, I also have vampiric enchantment on my hammer, so that does mean that there is a chance that when I kill someone, I will heal, which again is making my life a bit easier. Of course, I still take damage, as you've seen there, but I take less damage, thanks to the Dwarven book, I think, that gives you resistance to bomb damage, which is quite good. And also the ability to heal myself from the rings and the weapon. Oh, I forgot how hard those bats hit. Owie. So that was quite uncomfortable. So we're coming up to 8 o'clock. Now, the great advantage I have is, because I'm, in the end game, really, end game content, for want of a better phrase, I don't actually have to worry about getting home, because the teleport rod, which was an item that I neglected for so long, like I genuinely did not purchase it for so long, and I feel incredibly stupid for doing that, because my goodness, is it an absolute lifesaver. The amount of times I've gone, ooh, we're pushing a bit late now, time to teleport home. It's the thing that I'm encouraging Laliona to try and save up for. But the problem is, we've got to buy 2 of them, which makes things more difficult, of course, as you can probably imagine. It's the same with the house upgrades. I didn't realise that I could upgrade my cabin in the same way that one can upgrade the normal farmhouse. And because of that, I spanked a large quantity of money, because I thought I was upgrading her house, not mine. So I felt a little silly after that. Okay, so I've actually achieved my personal goal of getting to at least floor 150. Now, we're on 155 at the moment. You can see as you get deeper, the amount of iridium ore just becomes astronomical. Okay, so let's get the heck down. We're going to pop that there. This is going to hurt, but I'll live. Let's flank you. Put a bomb there. Okay. Down. What have I got here? Oh, that was dumb. Cinder shards. You know what? I don't actually need any of those, so I'm going to just ignore it. Okay, I'm going to smack that. I'm going to put a bomb here. I'm going to put a bomb here. Okay, so all the way down. Let's go. And the thing is, I know there is the possibility I could save up and find I say save up. I could try and put on more areas and try and get a passageway done, which, yes, is a more efficient way of getting down. But I don't want to try and waste my time. Okay, so we've still got plenty of time potentially on ginger ale. Is it ginger ale in this, or is it ginger beer? I forget. And the thing is, one of my very kind commenters did actually point out the difference between ginger ale and ginger beer. Now, in the UK, ginger ale is quite uncommon. As bizarre as that might sound, it's because we have a greater predisposition towards ginger beer. And the flavour difference is quite substantial. I would say that ginger beer is a lot more sweet. But we also have alcoholic ginger beer, crabbies, and oh my, it is absolutely delicious. Horrendously sweet. So sweet it. Oh, I can drink maybe half a bottle of it before I go, yeah, I can. And that's just on the sweetness of it. If it was a little bit more crisp, I'd be a little bit more into it, I think. But the trouble is also being diabetic. The high sugar content makes me just go, I don't like it. Which is, it's a silly old thing, I know. But it's how it goes. So, let's see if this works. There we go. We're going down, and down, and stuff. Enemies, enemies, give me enemies. So I'm pulling some full Dawn of War quotes out of my posterior there. Of all the games to be rambling about. But yeah, it's one of the big things I want to do with the channel is I want to do a lot more Stardew Valley content because I realise I've been very lax with it recently. Hyper focusing on the shorts. And I know that there are glorious mods that I could use. I've got the Stardew Expansion, which is one that I'm vaguely looking at. I know it's going to require a lot of learning and unlearning, I think is the nicest way of putting it for me on that one. Now, considering I'm an idiot anyway, it's I could blunder my way through it and see what happens. But the other thing I'm also trying to work out is what other things should or could I do? So if you've got any ideas of things that you'd actually like to see me do in Stardew Valley, I know it's a little bit of a resurgence here back with me actually playing it, because it has been a little while. I would be very happy to hear, as I'm very keen to play Stardew, shockingly enough. White turban. I've already got the multicoloured rainbow one, so not as fussed, to be fair. Not too worried. Okay, so we're at 12:20 now. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to try and push forwards. Jump down, so we've got 5 more levels. I'm going to push forwards as far as I can. What have we got here? An auto petter. That's nice. Always good. Always good to have auto petters. And a wooden bar. Cool. Less enamoured by that. Don't care that much. Okay, so the ginger beer is about to run out, so it's time to drink some more ginger beer. And I know it's a little bit of a silly one, noticing it going off in the top corner there, but that's the only way I can keep an eye on it. This is dumb. That was a waste of time. Okay, it's 12:50. Now, when it hits 1:40, I'm going to consider teleporting home, because that is when we're going to potentially suffer a little bit. I'm going to quickly eat some sashimi. And we're going to jump on down this hole here and see how far we go. 5 more levels. Floor 208. So, I think if we can, I think we'll get to at least floor 10. 210, which would be nice. And I think what I would like to do is actually put that as, a sign outside of it and sort of showcase my attempts to see how far down I can get. Oh, yeah. I think we're just going to make it. And, okay, so I've actually run out of staircases. So, let's see. Make another one of those, so that means I need to dispose of something. I don't really need the quartz quite as much. I don't need any of them, to be fair. I've got resources at the wazoo. I'm fine. Plenty. Okay, so we're running out of our speed boosts. Okay, it's time to teleport home. 150. So, we got down to 11. I'm feeling pretty good about that, so if you think I can get further, or you'd like to see me try this silly, ridiculous, speedy challenge again, please do like, share, and subscribe, and let me know. And hopefully I'll catch you all again the next time the Walrus plays Stardew Valley.